Hi, I want to give you a tip, a friendly tip to help you in the study of Latin. It's very high tech. I have a notepad here, and I want you to take and write on the top of one first conjugation. Just like that, first conjugation. There you are. And we can tear that out. I'll put that over here. And on the second one, I want you to write second conjugation. Just like that. Second conjugation. Now, you can do this at a separate time or do this all at once. I don't know where you are in your understanding of Latin, but I also want you to take another sheet of paper and write first declension. This is complicated. And then another one and write second declension masculine. And then a third, and I didn't show you that, second declension neuter. Okay, so I have these pieces of paper, second declension masculine, second declension neuter. Maybe I said them backwards, but you get the idea. Now I want you to take your book and go to the very first chapter. And go to the vocabulary. And I have a previous edition, so it may not be the same. But I want you to go through the vocabulary. Amo, the first word, the first verb I come to is amo, amare, amavi, amatum. Great. And that is the first conjugation verb. So I write it on the page. It says first conjugation. The next word I come to, cogito. Great. That's also a first conjugation. Cogito, cogitare, cogitavi, cogitatum. Great. Next word, oh, debeo. Oh, debeo is a second conjugation verb, so it goes on the second conjugation page. Debeo, debere, debui, debitum. And dare, do dare, okay? Do, dare, dati, datum. That goes on the first conjugation page. The next word, ero, errare, ero, errare, eravi, eratum. I know this is a great video. That's fine. We can work with that. So now I will have a sheet of paper that will have first conjugation and second conjugation. Maybe this is, I don't know what order it goes in. First conjugation and second conjugation words. Okay? And as you go through them, through, chapter 2. Now chapter 2. Do the same thing, chapter 2. Do the same thing with the verbs in chapter 2. There we are. Oddly enough, there's no verbs in chapter 2. Chapter 3. There are verbs in chapter 3. For example, there's two verbs in chapter 3, habeo and satio. And then you can put them on the appropriate pages. And then, when you go to any chapter, the next chapter, here I are, chapter 19. Great. Delecto. I will put that on the first conjugation. See, what this does is, at the very least, if you forget maybe a conjugation or forget some vocabulary, oh, well, first conjugation, it's on this page. I know it's on this page. Oh, and this is the page that, I ripped. And so, if anything, you can remember, oh, this is the one that ripped, or I spilled coffee on, or whatever. And so it does that. And it gets you writing these vocabulary words that I think are so, so critical. Now, do the exact same thing with first conjugation, first declension nouns, second declension neuter, second declension masculine. So as you go through these vocabulary words, you'll put them on the appropriate list, because what Wheelock does is Wheelock just puts them all together, and he doesn't separate them. So you don't have a sense, perhaps, of the distinction. You know what I mean? And by separating, so in other words, as I get to chapter 4, officium, otium, periculum, bellus, bona, mora, that's all just word. No, I want you to take the time, and this is very low impact, take the time to separate them into the appropriate list. Again, it's a low impact, not a lot of thought power needs to go into it. Okay. If you want to take it up a notch, here's what I would then do. First conjugation. I'm going to take a second piece of paper, and we're going to choose amo. Amo, amare, amawi, amatum. I am writing that on the top of the piece of paper. And then I'm going to write present tense. And then active. Amo, amas, amat, amamus, amatis, amant. Okay, right there. And I'm going to put this with my first conjugation sheet. And notice I've left room here, because as we get to it, we're going to put the imperfect, the future tense, and then over on the other side, I know you can't see this, and then over on the other side, we're going to put the passive. So we're going to put the tenses, active, passive, but you can keep this together. And that way you will know, it will, I don't know the word, I'm grasping at a straw right now, but you will have, oh, all of these words follow this pattern. And all of these words, you do the same thing with a second conjugation. All of these words will follow this pattern. And then your first declension nouns, the exact same thing. Get another sheet of paper. And what are the fortuna? That will be your model. Fortuna, fortunae, feminine, okay? And you can write that out. Fortuna, fortunae, fortunae, fortunam, fortuna, with a macron. Fortunae, fortunarum, fortunis, fortunas, fortunis. I tell you, I write everything out as a model, as a demonstration for y'all. And then you can have this sheet of paper. And this one, oddly enough, you won't add to. This is going to be the same. Nothing's going to change with the first declension. And you'll put this with your first declension words. And that way, as you add vocabulary to this sheet, you will know that, hey, all the words on this piece of paper are going to follow this pattern. I cannot tell you, I cannot impress upon you how helpful a method I think this is going to be. We are only 3 chapters in, going on 4 right now, and it will pay off in ways that you cannot imagine. And again, the minimal number of words that you have to write, it's just a minimal number, and it will pay off so much if you just keep a running list of first conjugation, second conjugation, because we're going to get to the third IO, fourth, and first declension nouns, second declension masculine, second declension neuter, third declension masculine, third declension feminine, third declension neuter, fourth declension, fifth declension. Yeah, there's a lot more to come. and you've got to start out now with a way of keeping it straight. So if you have any questions, by all means let me know. But I think this is a stone cold lead pipe lock that you got to start and work on. Have a great day.